Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is Thursday and it is meant to be thundery and rainy, not very pleasanty. So, long sleeves again, long sleeves. Right, well, Thomas has just arrived. I am just about to have a bowl of cereal. Then Beth and Finn should arrive and Livy should arrive. We're going to check on our beans today, some of which have grown, some of which have not. But that is the whole thing with seeds. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We might have to chuck another couple of beans into their jars and just see if things improve. So we're going to look at those. And I've got the Duplo out and I've got the Playmobil out because that seems to be going down very well at the moment. We'll do puzzles probably again because again the puzzles seem to be a big hit, and I will try and focus a couple of us on a board game. I think I've got a board game about growing flowers, so we'll see if anyone's interested in playing that with me today. Fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to have my breakfast and go and sit with Thomas. Can I just show the camera? She found something en route. A dead butterfly which she wishes to, what would you want to do, bury it? But we wish to identify it first, don't we?
Yeah,
right.
Then we can bury it.
So its top wings are black and white and the bottom wings are red. Okay, let's have a little look in my book. And if you see one that looks like it, you shout. Yellows, whites, more whites. Why do I always go backwards through books? I always do. I don't know why. Oh, that's similar.
See it? No.
Yeah.
That's really similar.
Well, this one's similar at the bottom, but it doesn't have the white bits, does it?
Look at that one.
Yeah, it is very close, but can you see this has got spots on and that one doesn't? Yeah. It could be a copper.
Well, it's a butterfly.
It is a butterfly. We're just trying to work out what it's most like.
Look at that bumpy one.
Yeah, that one looks like a leaf when it's folded up, look. It's a comma. Yeah. It's called a comma because of the shape of its wing. Looks like a comma. Well, I think the nearest we can find is this one down here. And it says, easy to find all over Britain, especially on flea-bane flowers. You want it on your hand? There you go. Want to show everybody your dead butterfly? Yes, love. Oh, you pushed it too far. Righty-ho. Yeah, it's a bit hard to get out when it's gone into a... I think what you have to do. Let's just finish with this butterfly situation and then I'll sort that out.
I'll try.
It says females are often larger than the males. It eats sorrel and dock. Well, we've got plenty of that. I think that might be the nearest thing, but it doesn't have any white bits on, which is a bit strange. What do you think, Finn? Does it look a bit like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it might be that one. Okay?
What one?
That one, I think.
Yeah. Is that now?
I'll Google it as well. Do you two want to go and bury it then while I sort Thomas's? Thomas! It's free! What'd you say? You're welcome. Oh, the things you get brought by small people. I'm just going to Google that and double check we've got the right one because it didn't have the white on. I can hear a pigeon. Woo-hoo. That's what pigeons say.
I've reined Brendan in to help me herd cats.
I've been. Well,
Herding cats, that's how it feels sometimes.
you want to herd a cat, can't you just like grab the cat and like, lift it up upside down?
I don't think Ofsted approve of that for children though.
Yeah, but children are cats.
Yeah, but sometimes it feels like they are. Come on then, monkeys, this way.
And you too.
But yeah, be careful you don't trip. Because it's gravelly. Come on, Fin. Bear, you go toot toot. Go toot toot. Woo! Yay! Wow! How cool! How cool, Thomas! Wow, lights! Yay! Toot toot! You okay, Finley? It's these simple things that keep people happy. Whoa!
Are there any bloodmobiles around?
Sorry, can we hear what?
Bloodmobile.
Bloodmobile.
Blood bank.
Toot toot toot! They're tooting this way, Thomas. Go look that way. Right. Gonna follow Brendan? Brendan is being my helper to wear them out. Go! He is opening the gates.
Yes, we are excited.
Did we get a bit wet in the rain?
Animals.
You saw animals?
Yeah.
They were a little bit fascinated by a poor dead bunny that we found, unfortunately, and it didn't look very well. So I was like, step away from the bunny. You want me to hold your hand?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put the phone down then. Have you squished her? She's squished. Brendan's giving them rides on the gate. Yeah, he's okay.
He's okay. He's a stripy thing.
I've made omelettes for myself and the boys with chicken and vegetables, like peppers and spring onions. My omelettes are never round by the time I finish with them. They always end up a big old lump.
Let's just say eventually they have to wake up. I've never talked to his name before. So small, so easy.
This is very, very relaxing. The sun's come out. Had to change into a t-shirt. Kids are fast asleep. I'm keeping an eye from the playroom. This seems to be the habit now. Chucks it down in the morning and then the afternoon's lovely. It's very peaceful. Apart from the daughter spawn, which I can hear. Give it a rest, boys. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very distracting. I need to go get a room. Speaking of which, I'm not getting a room. But I'm going to go away in Spog on Saturday night. I'm going to go and see my brother and sister-in-law. Have a socially distanced cup of tea with them. Hopefully in their garden or somewhere. And then my brother's had a good look around to see if there's a good spot for me to park up. And he's found a really cool app, which I now have on my phone, called Find a Site or something. And it's brilliant for people who have got vans and motorhomes who just want somewhere to park overnight. And they're not all sites, like they're lay-bys or places where you can just park for free or for a slight cost, where you're safe or, you know, as safe as you can be when you're out on the road. So he's given me a couple of ideas of places, and I've added that app to my phone. Ooh, and with a bit of luck, I will get some use out of it if we don't end up in lockdown number 2. This is why I'm going away on Saturday, because officially that's when things open up more, and I'm going to be self-contained, but I have a horrible feeling we're going to go into lockdown again, and I just want one night with Spog. So I thought I'll go and see my brother and sister-in-law and go Cambridge way, which will be lovely. I don't care if it rains. Well, I do a little bit, because obviously I want to have a socially distant cup of tea, and that's a little bit tricky if it's outside and wet. But yeah, it'd be nice to see them. Right, I might have to go and separate those tortoises, because I cannot sit here and listen to that going on. It's just not on. If I was doing that in my garden, people would soon complain. Tonight, everyone is having a bit of smoky barbecue mince. Chili barbecue mince. We've not had it before. We'll give it a go. I'll do some rice with that. Brendan? Will you come to talk to me? Oh, come talk to me. I want to hear how it's gone. Come hither. God, I'm trying to get blood out of a stone.
It went well. He was nice.
It went well. He was nice. And what sort of things did they ask you? Did you feel you answered everything?
I don't remember.
Lord, do you think it went? You think it went well, but do you feel like you could answer the questions okay? You weren't struggling.
I don't know.
You just literally had the
I am
interview.
very bad at self-evaluation.
Okay. Did you struggle to answer the questions?
No.
No. Well, that's good. So there was nothing. Did he ask you a lot about the company, or did it was just?
I mean, I stuttered a little at some times.
Oh, well, stuttering's fine. Okay. So you felt? Did he seem positive? What's the next step?
Yeah, because he's a kind of recruitment thing. He's a separate company for recruiting other people to other companies.
Okay.
So he just gave off a good impression.
Good impression. Good. So was he videoing you to send to the other company?
Stick
Or?
on my CV and I think to send with other companies.
Okay. So to
He's
this
sending
company.
my CV off to
Okay. That's the company.
that I was going for. Yeah.
Right.
He's kind of intercepts them and then goes. Da, 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 da.
So the interview wasn't for them. It was for the.
His company to help me find a company to go to.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Like redirect.
Okay. So you may or may not get an interview with the actual company then. So this wasn't for the job as such. This was a preliminary.
I'm going to say yes because I have a 50-50 chance of understanding.
Okay. Well, thank you.
So why does it smell off?
It's a barbecue chili.
That's why.
Texan
Barbecue.
barbecue meal.
Because Americans put sugar on everything in barbecue.
Yeah, they do seem to have a lot of sugar in their food. Now we're going to check out the beans. Go and sit down.
Beans.
Thomas, come and check your bean. Oh, there's another butterfly in here. Right, go and sit down. Thomas's bean is starting to pop open. There are, Thomas. Starting to pop open. Oh, there's a tiny root coming out of Finn and Beth's. Have a little look. There's a tiny root coming out. Oh my goodness.
It's big.
You've got a huge root on yours.
She's growing.
So, can you see how they split open? Yeah, should we show everybody?
It grows.
It is growing. So what is happening is this is the root.
Growing.
So this bit here comes out. And then up this way will be a shoot.
No.
Out of there, please, before you break the box, mister. Thanks.
I see
So
it.
we've got the roots coming. Yours has popped out with a little root,
I see
hasn't
a
it?
bean. Mercy.
He's got a tiny little root popping out there. Let's have a look at yours.
It's me.
There's one there. Oh, there's a little root popping out there.
That's me, Pippa.
That is you on that picture. Can you see, Finn? Tiny root popping out.
That's my one.
Yours and Finn's, yeah, tiny little.
That's my one.
Well, it's for you to share, isn't it?
Yeah, Pippa.
They're getting there, but yours has got a huge root.
Finn, I see it. I see it.
You do see it.
Finn's won't grow because it's down to the
It might grow. So now we need to check it next week. How are they for water? Are they okay for water?
It's me.
Are they okay for water?
It's all wet.
Yeah, that's good. They need to be wet. Not soaking, but they need to be a bit wet.
More.
I don't think it needs any more. I did chop them up the other day when they dried up a little bit.
More.
Wow, what do you think, Thomas?
More. More.
Yeah? We're going to look forward to them getting bigger.
It's growing. Oh my beard is
Growing bigger and bigger.
Sorry for my tongue.
Funny on your tongue, is it? It's barbecue chili. It's not very hot. It's not spicy. Kind of barbecue-y. Barbecue sauce. It's a sweet sauce.
I don't want sweet sauce.
No. We need another chair, don't we, Liv?
It's going to get in disgusting thing.
It's the most disgusting thing, is it? Okay, you don't have to eat it.
I tricked you.
Oh, you tricked me. I have finished my working week. Have you finished your working week, dear?
No, tomorrow. So I must have to work a full week. 48 hours.
Yeah, some of you do. In fairness, I was doing a 35-hour week, I think it was.
You were?
Over 4 days. Now I'm doing less than that. It's 3 days, 9 till 5, whatever that is. Not 40 hours anyway, is it? Nowhere near. Part-timer me. But it's all going back apparently from the 20th of July. Apparently all restrictions are being lifted on childminders. So all the children should be back. I heard today.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll see. I've tentatively put that out to the parents and they're going to come back to me and say who needs cover over the holidays. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with this whole second peak malarkey, I think.
Don't mention the name.
Don't mention the name
Don't mention the name of the...
of the second peak.
Yeah.
Ben Nevis?
Yeah, that's it. Ben Nevis, that's close enough.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You can't mention the word. You can't mention the word of what the
Second peak is.
the demic is. The
I'm going to finish my vlog now and then have a conversation with him because I don't know what he's talking about. But it's clearly not for YouTube viewing. Righty ho. Thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot. And I will see you all tomorrow.